Tinkercad just added a brand new feature to the sketch tool. I'm going to teach it to you, so let's get cracking. If this is your first time using Tinkercad, you can just visit tinkercad.com. Once you get there, I always choose sign in with Google. Today I'm going to quickly hit create brand new 3D design. I always like to start by naming a file. We're just going to call this Sketch and 101. I will show you real quick. If you click right back here, it takes you to the Tinkercad desktop and your project is saved. It always saves to the cloud. It's just that easy. Once again, you can click right there and launch your project you were working on. This is the sketch tool. Normally in Tinkercad, we build with solids. You can stack them on top of each other. This is called cruising. And everything is made of a solid. Now though, we have something called the sketch tool. When I set this down, you'll notice I zoomed in so that it landed on a 20 by 20 square. That is the size of the sketch tool, so I was intentionally trying to line it up. If you're ever trying to trace something, this makes it a lot easier. Of course, if we zoom in, you can see how that fits the grid perfect, and we can simply double click to enter. In Sketch, you've got these tools over here. You can, of course, create lines, Bezier curves, or erase. Notice these have the shortcuts 1 and 2. Those are super handy. Right now, I'm going to show you one super cool trick. If you want to make a cylinder, you can make a perfect one by simply making a diamond, say size 20, click to finish it, and then double click, and bam, you've got a perfect cylinder. Notice when you zoom in on this, it is smooth. The traditional cylinder in Tinkercad is kind of blocky. We can move it up to 64 sides, which makes it more smooth, but as you can tell, it is not even close to as smooth as the one we just made in the sketch tool. I'm going to hit delete on that, and I'm going to double click to go back in this one and edit. Now, a cool upgrade we got last week was the ability to do 2 sketches in one. So say I wanted a circle that had an arrow pointing off it, we could click, draw the arrow. Of course, I'm going to come to the center here. I'll try and make this look the same distance, and this is where I'm going to show you the new trick today. When I come up here and I connect this, check it out, we've now got dimensions. So 15 obviously is not split correctly, but I can click on this and choose Edit Points. Notice in edit mode, you can click on any item and double check that the measurements are what you expect. If you bounce out, when you click it, it'll show you the entire measurement, but we of course want to fix this. So I'm going to move this down, one more click. I want that point to be in the center. I just double clicked to make this a curve. I'm going to do Control Z to undo that, and I want to put that point back up there, and then I want to move this point down. And if we look real closely, I just want it to be 1 millimeter apart. Here I've got 4 millimeters, here I've got 4 millimeters. So now if we double check our shape, we can see that that's 11, this is 5, and this is 5. So our shape is now precise. If we hit Finish Sketch, this turns into a single shape. Notice how smooth that is where those join. Let's double click to go back in. And I'm just going to edit this a little bit. I'm going to go to the Edit tool. Of course, we've got the Move, and we've also got an Add. We could hit the number 4 to bring up the add. I'm going to simply click on the add, and I want to put a point here and a point here. And I want to quickly highlight, if I'm in add and remove mode, notice when I move over here, it turns red. That's because it's going to remove it. I'm going to do Control Z because I don't want to eliminate that. Instead, what I want to do is drag it up here to make a funky shape. Notice it shows me that these lines are the same. This curve we created is also a smooth curve. Notice I can break it and we get these dotted lines. So I could make this some sort of custom shape, whatever I wanted. Once again, when you're done with this shape, we can click to finish that. And if we click on these, of course, we've got these measurements. If you go to one of these fancy curves, so I'm going to click somewhere else on this. Notice it just gives me the chord length. It does not give me the distance around, but you can make things more precise because of that measurement right there. Finally, friends, when we click over here and hit Finish Sketch, we have now got some sort of strange arrow that was made using a single sketch. Let's quickly edit this one more time. Once again, double click to enter. I do want to show you that when you go to any of these, the first thing you have to do is double click to be in edit mode. And then of course, once you're working on this shape, you've got 3 different options. You can make things corners, smooth, or you can break the handles like I did here so they went however you want. Real quickly, I want to highlight how you can use sketches with images that you trace. If you brought in an SVG, or I'm going to use this like it's an SVG, you can drop another sketch on it. Now I'm going to drop it over here, and I'm going to hit Finish Sketch to back out. And I'm going to line this up with that grid. Notice that matches up exactly. So now when I double click, you'll see that this is centered. So if I wanted to cut this out, I could simply make a rectangle that came up, matched that, let's say went to right there, and I could trace this down, and boom, and I could end up cutting that out by hitting Finish Sketch, make that one a hole, and then this was 10 high because that's the default, and I had made this one only 4. So now when I select those 2 pieces and do Control G, we have just made our shape a little more awesome. Of course, I do also want to quickly highlight the awesome feature preview. This is animated, it's got great instructions here, and it walks you through all of the different tools and actions. It is a fantastic resource to learn more about the sketch tool. Of course, when you're done going through it, simply hit continue to sketch. Friends, I would like to highlight something cool on my website, HLModTech.com. Of course, I've got a page that's dedicated to Tinkercad with tons of amazing categories, including the brand new sketch tool category. Of course, you'll find the beginner video right at the top, followed by the advanced sketch tools, how to make a car a cool fidget, how to make a horse. Of course, I will keep updating this, and also this video shows you how to find more projects based on your own search terms. If we scroll down just a little further, you'll find the awesome multi-sketch clip, the sweet print and place gator, and how to make an easy LED sign. As I wrap up, I do want to let you guys know that I have enabled memberships for the channel. If you want to support my work, check out the different levels and see if the perks fit your needs. I do also want to say thanks so much to my supporters on Patreon. You can learn more with the bit.ly up above or the link in the description. Finally, friends, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, every time you hit that like button, share a video, add a comment down below, or hit subscribe. You're helping HLModTech get just a little bit bigger, which absolutely makes my day. Friends, have a glorious day and keep tinkering.